Hi everybody, it's Nina, and today I'm with Newton's Nook Designs, sharing a card for the July release. Today I'm using Newton's Naptime, and I'm going to be doing some partial die cutting. So I've got a Spellbinder circle die and the coordinating die for the Newton's Naptime stamp set. I absolutely love the fact that Newton's Nook is coming out with dies. It will make cutting out their images so much easier, and it will be a lot of fun for you to have in your collection. So just lining this up and figuring out the placement that I want to have for my card. I'm just getting out some post-it notes, and I'm going to use that to hold down my circle so it doesn't move. And then what I'll do is I'll just run this through my die cutting machine. So now that I've run that through my die cutting machine, I'm just taking the Newton's Naptime die and just lining that up in the area on the bottom of the circle. Of course, I didn't die cut it all the way. And I didn't die cut the other die as well all the way because this is of course a partial die cut. And I'm just taking a craft knife and making some little slits in the spots that didn't cut even to the edges. Just popping that out. Now that I have my die all cut out and my window is there, I'm taking the stamp set, Newton's Naptime, and I'm going to be inking this up with Memento Tuxedo Black ink, as I'm going to be doing some Copic coloring. Just getting some nice coverage on my stamp. And then I'll go ahead and stamp this down. Lining it up right on the card. So now I'm moving on to some Copic coloring, and I'm going to be annotating on the top right portion of the screen which colors I'm using to color this. I'm going to let the music play while you watch, and I will be seeing you back once I finish coloring. So now I'm taking a vellum cloud that I've die cut using the coordinating stamp set, and I'm using some Stays On Jet Black ink to stamp a sentiment, which is also from the Newton's Naptime stamp set. Just pressing that on good, and I did end up heat embossing the sentiment as well, which I haven't shown. Moving on to the background, I am taking some milled lavender distress ink, and on a watercolor panel, I'm adding on some ink. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a ombre background, and the bottom portion will end up being darker and the top will get lighter. So I'm first covering the entire thing with some milled lavender. This will give me a nice base. And I'm now bringing in the Dusty Concord, and I love this color. It's such a deep purple, it's really beautiful. So I'm just adding this on, brushing it on along the bottom and moving it up towards the top. And then what I'm going to end up doing is spritzing this with water, getting the ink to mix around a little bit, and I'll dry it with my heat gun. And I misted this pretty good. It's moving around a lot, which is good. It's what I was looking for because I wanted it to blend. So I'm just going to dry this until it's completely dry. And I'm adding some water splashes as well with my hand. Just spritzing it into my hand and then dabbing it off with a paper towel. So now I'm finishing up the card. I die cut a circle into some craft foam. Just gonna use that to hold my card up. I like the coverage that it gives more so than foam tape. And just using foam tape to cover the Newton image. Just remove those pieces and attach it to my background and then onto an A2 size card. And that finishes up the card for the most part. I also did add a few of the little hearts that are included in the die set. And I hope you'll stop over to the Newton's Nook blog to learn more about how you can win this stamp set, and also over at my blog where you can learn more information about the products used and more information on this card as well. Thanks so much for stopping by, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed. Hope to see you soon!